Hi guys, how we doing? So, it's about time I got back to this thing. And this time, I am not going to drive myself half insane trying to make it something it just doesn't want to be. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with a very thick, very heavy coat of primer. And I'll probably do 3 or 4 layers of primer on it. And I may also do a clear coat just to be on the safe side before I start on the final actual paint job. This thing's got a long curly hair on it. Whose could that be? But I kind of had a realization moment of I can drive myself half insane trying to make this thing perfect, or I can actually make it finished and what I had in mind and in my yard and pretty gathering light and looking like something I actually accomplished instead of sitting here mocking me sitting in my workshop collecting dust. So I decided to just say, okay, it's not perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be pretty. And I think it can absolutely be pretty from where it sits now. So that's what we're going to go with. I do have some apologies. I know I have not been my usual self with the postings. I'm going to be real honest. Last week I was sick. And I really just didn't feel good. It was taking every bit of my energy just to keep my pets up and happy and healthy. And taking care of my mother-in-law. I just did not have the energy to get out here and do content creation and lifting and moving and turning and all of that fun stuff. So, this week we're going to do better. I really debated if I was going to do more on the base, but I've kind of decided that there's just no sense in driving myself bonkers on that either. If when I get in and get to painting on it, I feel like I need more leaves and stuff on the other side, I can paint. I can paint a lot better than I can sculpt. And I know this. So that's kind of where we're going at this point. Excuse me. As I said, I was very sick last week. I'm still getting over it. So, if I'm hacking, coughing, and making weird noises, please bear with me. It looks kind of gross so far, doesn't it? Trust the process and trust me. A couple layers of this primer is going to do a lot for making her a lot more consistent, also a lot more solid. It's going to soak in and seal up some of those spots that I really just struggled with. So we have managed to make it into another month. I just kind of got aggravated. It was getting way too messy out here for me. I had a day where my executive dysfunction wasn't deciding to be a complete and total issue. So I pulled my workshop apart, moved things around, threw out a handful of different things, and actually moved some stuff to where I have a little more room to move in here. And in the process, rediscovered this guy and a couple of other projects that we will be getting back to. I do still have plans for the bathroom, and plans for the cabinet that's sitting behind me. But I realize some of the stuff that I need to do, I need the extra set of hands. I am strong for my size, but I'm still fairly small, and sometimes I need my partner. So I'm going to have him help me take a few things apart and get some things ready, both in the bathroom and dismantling the cabinet so that I can do some repairs on each drawer, because there's a chunk missing literally from every single drawer on it. And get her painted up. This is actually weirdly satisfying. I don't know why, and I'm not going to question it. But I'm actually enjoying this right now. I've tried a lot of different things to make it from roundish to fully round. And I have accepted that roundish is a shape. And it's a shape I'm going to be satisfied with. There we go. Now I am fully intending to get this just virtually globbed on here. I want a very, very heavy, thick coating of my primer. So that is the plan at the moment. Hopefully I won't have to pry it off of my table to get to the next step, but if I do, so be it. It wouldn't be the first project I've had to pry off of my work table. There we go. It's definitely making a difference. There we go. Basically all we're doing is gluing all of those layers into place, making her nice and secure. Also getting a nice consistent palette so that when I do start actual painting, it's got a nice smoothish base layer to stick to. So you can see where I'm intentionally going super thick in a few spots here. I'm just covering up where things aren't super solid. And I do have a game plan for this as far as paint colors go. And after the white dries fully, it's going to get painted completely black. And then I'm going to do something I never do. I'm actually going to be spray painting this thing. And that is going to be a silver. And then we're going to go over the silver with just a mess of my color shift paints, making it this really cool color shifting metallic shiny thing sitting in my yard, hopefully catching light and just making me happy. That is the whole purpose of this thing, is it makes me happy. I'm not going to be able to do a crazy long one today because my voice has decided it's going to start cutting out on me, apparently. But that's okay. I do apologize. I just realized I forgot to put my Do Not Disturb on. So if you guys are hearing oddball noises, hopefully it's nothing too much. But it happens. What I'm doing right now is just looking for any of these spots that are looking like seams or anything like that. We want those things sealed up nice and tight. That is the main purpose of this layer, is just getting her sealed up nice and tight. And I hope you guys like the new positioning of my camera, by the way. Who knew if you move your workshop around, you can catch different angles and things like that. Let's see. And I think we've at least got her pretty much sealed up. I am going to have to let this dry quite a bit before I can do the next layer. I'm kind of thinking I'll probably work on her a little bit throughout the day today so that hopefully tomorrow I can start the next process. Get her spray. I'll probably go ahead and spray paint her both the black and the silver, just to make life a little tiny bit easier on me. But maybe we'll do a quick video of that tomorrow. See what the weather looks like, see what I'm feeling like, and see how well she takes her base coat. I'm just noticing a few little spots here and there kind of opening back up, and I kind of figured that was what was gonna happen here and there, which is why I said it was probably gonna take quite a few layers. But that's okay. Anything is better than sitting on the floor completely forgotten for the time being, right? But I know it's not a big change, but she has started her first new level of transformation. And I am going to have to go ahead and call it a day, because I don't know if you can hear it, but my voice it's going. So we're going to stop there for today, and we will come back tomorrow and decide what our next step is going to be. So until then, I will talk to you guys next time.